We mentioned earlier that this game is a road sweep opportunity. And for more on that, let's go down to Heidi Watney.
Well, we know in Major League Baseball how infectious the enthusiasm of winning can be. Coming through in this game to complete the series sweep would likely send this team's confidence soaring. And wouldn't it be satisfying to do it here on enemy turf, sending this home crowd away empty-handed? Let's see if they can get it done.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. 2 runs, 10 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 3, Chris.
Ready now, Chris Taylor. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's a line drive. Base hit to left field.
Boy, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Mark Reynolds will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 12, Mark.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Taylor is there. 1 out. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Charlie Blackmon. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Oh, what a stop on the slide. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Jake McGee will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
McGee.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. His individual history against Jake McGee. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Line drive to center field. And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
The batter, number 4.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Into the box now, Kike Hernandez as he rips it on the ground to second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But they will not get an out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
And he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. And he puts it on the ground to second. A tag for 1. Back to Murphy, and they get them both. Walker Buehler will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 21, Walker Buehler.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Buehler, just 24 years of age. He was a first-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Line towards center field. And he has just given them the lead late as this is down for extra bases. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
The left fielder, number 31.
Talk about putting an exclamation point at a game. Wow. Game tied to ninth, men on base, and he attacks the baseball, driving in the go-ahead run and landing at third along the way. And now he's 90 feet away from padding that lead as well.
Here's Jock Peterson now, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Count now, a ball and a strike. Buehler on third with 2 out. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch left side, and the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. On now to the bottom of it. Walker Buehler is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 21, Walker Buehler.
Leading off the inning, David Dahl, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
David.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And the pitch. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Buehler is a guy that certainly fits the profile as a power fastball pitcher, but I think what makes him really most impressive is the command he displays while keeping the velocity as high as it is. The next 0-2. Misses for ball 1. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and the Rockies are now down to their final out of the game. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Colorado. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, this club was not the least bit intimidated by the hostile environment they certainly walked into, as they dominated this road series from beginning to end.
Yeah, they sure did, D-Row. I mean, what's better for adding a little extra swagger to a team than getting a series sweep in somebody else's building? This is a big win for this ball club, and I expect to see them walking tall into the next series.
Well, in case you don't follow this ball club too closely, Cody Bellinger is being talked about maybe as a player to watch this year, guys.
He sure is, Matty V. Even though he's already looking like a key contributor, he's still a young player. But most people around this organization just think he's going to keep getting better and better.
I agree with you, Dan. I think he can actually take a leap forward in his development this season. He can make a big difference for this team. I'm excited to watch him play live in this one and see what he's got.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. His career batting line against Hill. He's hitting at a more than robust .423 batting clip. He's also hit 3 home runs. Skied into straightaway right. Bellinger is right there. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Stepping in, Cody Bellinger. He's hitting just south of 300 in April. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, coming off last night's W, we had a chance to catch up with the manager. He just liked the way guys are playing. They're showing up to the yard ready to go. They're playing as a collective group. A lot of good things happening in this clubhouse.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Row, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
At the plate, Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Hit hard to
All right,
short.
hold up.
And
Good
this
job.
is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Stepping in, Kike Hernandez. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 4 runs here in this half inning. And now they've got him picked off. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. A tag, and he's out as he can't get back in time. Digging in once again, Cody Bellinger. In his last appearance, he singled home a pair of runs.
Bellinger.
He pulls this one into right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one, a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Into the box now, Kike Hernandez. Past history with Brett Cecil. He's 1 for 4. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. On the ground to the right side.
Right here.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And he's safe. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and the catcher Austin Barnes will dig into bat next. The 3-0. And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Rich Hill. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right side.
Come on.
Wong ranging deep into the hole. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Jose.
Hit the other
Martinez.
way out toward right field. Bellinger is in pursuit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Colton Wong will stand in. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Second baseman,
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Wong.
On he pops it up. Hernandez ranging into the outfield, and that's in there, base hit.
2. Cut. Hold.
And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Coming to the plate now, Cody Bellinger. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Bellinger.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Pitch on the way. Driven nicely into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a two-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does this smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
Stepping into the box, Kike Hernandez. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
Kike Hernandez.
Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, attaboy, way to get on base.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too...
Now in the box, Cody Bellinger. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled on the ground to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Dodgers down. Well, fire up the highlight reel. Bellinger just had a game to remember with the bat.
Boy, did he ever, Matt. This is exactly what this team was looking for from him.
Yeah, if this is any kind of preview of what we'll be seeing from him going forward, it's going to be a real boost for this ball club. You can bet the boys in the clubhouse are fired up right now because of him.
The Dodgers have come storming out of the gate this season. And for more on this fast start, let's check in with our field reporter, Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, these guys entered the season with the expectations of being a front runner, and boy, have they lived up to it so far. The players tell me they are locked in and challenging each other not to set limits on just how good they can be. If they can keep winning at anywhere near the torrid pace they've set, they can expect to create significant separation from the rest of the field.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Well, you don't need us to tell you. It's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
He froze him on the fastball there. Scooter Gennett goes down for the first out in the 7th inning.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
And that brings up Scott Schebler, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit on the ground. Oh, and it's off the first base bag. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Right fielder, Derek Dietrich.
In now, Derek Dietrich, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Taylor is there. 2 down. Stepping up to the plate, Curt Casali. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1 left for Cincinnati. They trail this one 1-0. So coming to the plate, Chris Taylor. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Chris Taylor.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Throw won't get him.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Ready for another shot now. Kike Hernandez. A strikeout and a lineout for him so far. On its way is pitch number 75. And a glove flip for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Now batting.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
So here now's the pitcher, Rich Hill. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Reds nothing. Eugenio Suarez is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Eugenio Suarez.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
And there's the signal now from the crew chief. As we expected, we will have a rain delay.
Begins to be dicey, Matt, if you're one of these managers right now. It looks like this could be delayed somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour. Do you leave your pitchers in? Most of the ballparks have areas down below where guys can ride the bike or get on the treadmill. But you start getting into that 45-minute to an hour delay, you're starting to really flirt with danger. I'll be interested to see what the managers do with these two pitchers.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Dylan Floro enters the game after the delay, which lasted a little under an hour, but we're ready to go now. And here's Jose Peraza. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Popped high in the air. Muncy has a play. He's got it one away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Striding in once again, Jose Iglesias. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In is Joey Votto now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Yanked fouled off to the right. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
This is line to left. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
So here's Matt Kemp now. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
That's a ball.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
The 1-2. Fouled off. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Reds strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Amir Garrett is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Here's Jock Peterson now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Digging for second now goes Peterson. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Into the box, Justin Turner, as he drives a liner to right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Number 5.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Popped straight up, and he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
The 1-0 home. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. On to Votto, and they get the double play.
Now batting. Center fielder.
Now to the plate, Chris Taylor. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. He's set and the pitch. Hard hit at third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Only 1 in the inning here. Digging in, Scooter Gennett. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Stepping in now, Scott Schebler, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Gennett aboard here at first with nobody out. Now another 1-2, and a good sinker there gets him swinging for the 1st out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box now, Derek Dietrich, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Bellinger's under it. 2 gone. Ready now for Cincinnati, Curt Casali. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. And that misses 1-1. This is line to left. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over. Another impressive win for a team that has leapt out of the starting blocks.
Yeah, this team is an all systems go mentality right now, Matty V. And when that's the case, you don't change anything. You just try to let it ride. It's been an impressive beginning to the season.
Yeah, and it's starting to look awful easy for them, guys. Hats off to this ball club for such a great start.